Family, friends, fellow gamers, educators, and students. Welcome to Grumpy Gnome Gaming. I am Grumpy Gnome. Let's get some grump on. In Fallout Shelter, baby. Here we go. We haven't done this one in a while. So, the trailer for Season 2 has been released. And I thought I would pay a little homage to the whoop whoop to season 2 for Fallout Shelter, supposedly coming out in December of 2025. New vault. You now have to determine the ID of your vault. That's going to be easy. We're going to go with 002 to indicate season 2. Let's go ahead and create it. Cha-ching. So here we've got the basic tutorial in the beginning, and I actually am going to play through the tutorials to show the new people to this game how this game functions. Also, I'm not going for a speed run in this game. I'm going to play a very chill and casual game, and the reason for that is I do not like to build quick in this game. The faster you build in this game, the faster you invite evil. So we're going to go very slow. In the beginning, we're actually going to let the game prompt us for what we want to do. So just bear with me on this one and hang in there. So a helpful hint. Welcome to your new vault, Overseer. That's us. So, okay, let's introduce you to the basic concepts. So first thing we're going to do is build a room. So click on the hammer icon below to open up the build menu. Okay, cha-ching. Now, first thing we need is a power generator because the vault needs power. So we're going to click on power, we're going to build it, and I am actually going to build my power generator on the second floor right here. And if you've played other games like RimWorld and those little pixelated icon games, you've got something that's called a kill box. And a kill box is where you want all of your enemies to congregate into so you can take them out. Well, this room here, the power generator on this level, is going to become our kill box. So here we go. Let's go ahead and move it in. Now, if you've seen other playthroughs, we need some dwellers to make the. So here's where we're going to get a. Well, you guys can't see it because the chat window is covering it, but we're going to get our first couple dwellers now, and they're going to come running in over here. Here they come. What a fine looking couple. Look, new dwellers have shown up. Okay. So, who are you? This is Mark Harvey. He's not going to remain Mark Harvey because one of the cool things you can do in this game is you can rename your people. I don't know what we're going to call Mark Harvey yet. Trying to figure out if he even resembles anybody in real life right now. I don't know, man. Let's keep him as Mark Harvey for now. So a helpful hint, you can see the dweller's special stats. So he's got a high S. S is strength. So strength is actually what is needed in the power generator. So he is destined to go into the power generator. So we're going to click on him and hold him. Boom. And now he's going to fly just like in Ghostbusters. Ooh, and we're going to bring him into the power generator. Cha-ching. And who is this fine lady you're bringing along? Boom. This is... Oh, we have to assign this person. I guess we don't get to look at her yet. But we'll bring her in, stick her into here. Now notice she only has a strength of 1. Here we'll be able to click on her here in a minute. No, we will be able to click on her in a minute. Or we'll just do this. Boom. No, really? Am I that much out of this game that I don't know what to do? Oh, we're in tutorial mode. It's not going to let us do anything. Okay, now that the dwellers are working in the room, we'll start producing resources. Double click on a room to take a closer look. Okay, we're going to zoom in now. Here we go. It's Joan Jett. Okay, helpful hint. If you're in dire need of extra resources, you can rush the room. Click the rush button to open the rush menu. Now, your first rush in the game is always a freebie. You will succeed. So here we go. We're going to rush it. Do, 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 do. And boom. And there's our success. Awesome. And we got a couple caps as a reward. By the way, caps in this game is your currency. Caps are worth everything. If you've watched season 1 of Fallout Shelter, you will know that. So here we go. We also got something going on over here. This is, oh my God, it's not letting me click. Because this also tells you objectives. And you really want to stay on top of completing your objectives, because that's going to help you in the game, especially to get super dwellers. And super dwellers are dwellers that have above average stats when they first come to the vault. Let's build a second room. Cha-ching. Now we're going to need a diner. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to click on the diner. See where the power generator needs strength? Oh, you can't see that. Sorry, because of the stupid chat window. Well, the diner needs agility, needs the A. And I like to put my diner right under the power generator. So, and now let's build one more room. And this is going to be the water treatment center. So, cha-ching, build it. And we're actually going to put water treatment off to the left of the power generator. So, now we've got the 3 core buildings in. We've got power, we've got water, and we've got food. Look, more dwellers have shown up, and once again, you can't see that because, you guessed it, the chat window. So, I'm going to go ahead and click OK. Now that you know the basic rules of the Overseer, keep expanding. Yeah, but remember, expand slowly. Just remember to keep your dwellers alive and happy. Okay, there's a happy is a keyword in this game, because to make dwellers happy, you want to merge male and female together to make babies. Babies make people happy. So, but the thing is, you don't want too many babies at one time. So what I do early game is I let the game prompt me on when to make pregnant people. Does that even sound decent? I don't know. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is go back to Joan. Since Joan only oh my God, that's right in the chat window. I'm going to have to fix that. Anyway, Joan has a strength of 1. And she's got a P of 3. P is good for, that's perception. It's not what you might be thinking. So perception is good for water. So I'm going to right away move her into the water. See, put 2 dwellers. Oh, now we can look at our objectives. Hello. It's this little ribbon here. So successfully rush 1 room. Okay. Then we get a lunch pail. So yes, we are going to rush another room. Assign 2 dwellers to the right room. We're going to get those 25 caps. Send 1 dweller to the wasteland. We will also do that. And this is what you want to keep moving. You want to knock out as many of these as possible. The game does allow you to get rid of 1. Say that you've got something you know is going to take forever. Get rid of it. Exit out, and it'll give you another objective. The problem is, if you don't want the second objective, you're kind of stuck. because what it's going to do is it's going to charge you to swap out the next one. So who are you? This is Laura Curtis. Oh my gosh, Laura, we're going to do something for you. Oh my God, we're lady heavy over here. Mark is going to be one busy individual. Am I allowed to say that? Well, there's probably a copyright strike against me for that, but you get the point. Oh, what were her stats, by the way? She's going into... Oh, she's flatlined. Okay, what I refer to as a flatliner is when they have nothing but ones and twos in their stats. So you know what we're going to do with her? We're going to just bring her in and then send her right back out again. And she's going to be our wasteland dweller in the vault. So remember, send one person to the wasteland. Goodbye, Laura. Don't get yourself killed. We're leveling her up. Perfect. Gives us a couple caps. And now with Laura going out, that's going to be our objective. I'm collecting this right away because I want to see what the next objective is. Collect 50 water. We can do that. See, that's it. This is going to take a little bit of time, but this is also telling me what room I'm going to rush. So let's see if we can find a couple more. Okay, Denise. What I'm doing is I'm looking for people in my past or who I can relate to today to rename these people to. And a lot of times I'll play on some of my schoolmates that I've had in the past. And even if I keep their first name, I'll change their last name. Or I will change them altogether based upon their looks. She is also a flatliner. So I'm going to pass her up for now and go to number 3 in line. Number 3 in line is also a flatliner. Number 4, okay, high A. She's going into the dining room. Like that. He's going to level up. I probably should not have leveled him up because we might get an objective that says level up dwellers. Collect 50 food. We can do that also. So, where are you going? She's a high P. She's got actually a 5P, so she's going into water right there. And then you, oh my God, here comes another dweller. Oh my God, he's going to be happy to find all these ladies in there. Okay, this person here, Betty, has a strength of 3. It's not great. Now, what does he have? He's a flatliner. Okay. So, I'm not really excited about taking him anywhere. Because Betty has a strength of 3, I'm going to move her into the power generator. And we still need to put, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and rush this room right now because we just collected it. 33% chance. Boom. There's our successful rush. Let's go ahead and collect it. So yes, a lunch pail. Come on. This is where we, oh my God, and here's our level up. I'm hoping for super dwellers when we do these level ups. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So here are the lunch pails and the Mr. Handies. Unlock. And here's our deck. Remember, we want a super dweller. Okay, there's our first weapon. Is it great? No. But you know what? It does 1 more point of damage than if we were to hit or kick something with our bare hands and feet. We will do 1 point of damage to something just by kicking it or hitting it. But because we can get this additional point, right now, believe it or not, this piece of garbage is valuable. Okay, there's some caps. That's going to help us with our building. Super Dweller! The gold indicates that this is a legendary item. It's going to be a while before we use legendaries, but we'll keep it in our inventory. Come on, Super Dweller. No, Radaway. Radaway will heal you when you take on too much radiation. Super Dweller! Yes, look at these stats down here. We've got 9. We've got 8, 9, no, 8, 6, 8. I'm guessing these are 8s, maybe 9s. Another 6 or 7 right there. Another 6, 5 right there. 5 right here. And, you know, you're not too lucky, but doggone it, Sarah. Welcome to the vault. That's what we want. Super Dwellers. Now, we could put the Super Dweller into one of our holds, or we can start sending the Super Dweller out into the wasteland to find our junk and stuff. Now, according to this, we've got one more person that can fit down here. So out of these 3, who's got the highest A? She is an A2. So I'm going to take her and put her down here. Boom. In a minute, I'm going to show you another use for the Super Dwellers. Okay, right now our rooms are maxed out. And here comes another dude. If we get a room down here that has a lower stat person than somebody in line, I will swap out those people to bring the higher stat person in. Now, Sarah is an exception to that rule because she's a Super Dweller, which means that her survival skills are actually going to be a lot higher out in the wasteland. And at this early stage, when you go out into the wasteland, you collect 2 things. Number 1 is caps. You're going to get more caps here. But the more important thing is you're going to collect junk, weapons, and outfits. And that's what we want in the early game. Any weapons or outfits that are going to help increase our stats, we're going to want that. Now, this guy is a strength 3 also. Another thing that we could do at this point is we can expand the rooms. You can expand a room up to 3 times. Well, you build it, expand it once, expand it twice. So it goes 3 wide. Also, rooms can be upgraded 3 times. You got basic, upgrade 1, upgrade 2. Those are self-explanatory. The larger the room, the more people you can put in it. The higher the upgrade, the more it produces. Now, we're doing a slow game right here because these are maxed, but I know as soon as I get more, as soon as we complete these objectives right here, the collect food, collect water, we're going to get new objectives, and one of those might be to expand a room, which is why I'm not doing it right now. And as soon as we level up, we're getting another lunch pail. So, cha-ching. And there's our level up right there. Boom. Let's go ahead, collect that objective. Come on, Super Dweller. Sell a weapon or an outfit. Now, remember that pistol we got, the 32? It's a garbage item because it doesn't do much more damage than what we can do with our bare hands. So I'm going to sell that one just to clear this objective to make room for more objectives. But before we do that, I want to see what's in here. Unlock it. Come on, Super Dweller. Baby. Water. Good. That's going to get us to our collect the water. caps. Another legendary. I really like the military circuit board because once we hit 60, 67 vault dwellers, then we can start building, crafting legendary weapons. And the Dragon's Maw is a legendary weapon. It's my favorite in the game, and it's probably one of the top 2 or 3 weapons in this whole game. It's just my personal favorite. So this is welcome. There's a better weapon. So we're obviously going to get rid of the 32. And now we've got an enhanced sawed-off shotgun that does 6 to 8. And another super dweller. I love these things. This is one shaggy looking dude. Ha. Yeah, we're gonna have fun with Bill Taylor here, but you know what, Billy. Oh, you know what? Oh my gosh, Billy Tanner. Oh my gosh, I am gonna do that. Okay, Billy Tanner. Should I actually give you a little history behind each person here? Billy Tanner was a shipmate of mine in the Navy, and yeah, he was good people. I was an operations specialist. He was a sonar tech, and we did a lot together when we were back on the East Coast. We're in Norfolk, Virginia, by the way, and will it let me? Oh, it's going to let me do it right now. Hello. Here we go. Tanner. Billy Tanner. Welcome. So, yeah, we did a lot of hanging out, and we went to concerts together. Those were the days when we were young and indestructible, and we thought we knew everything. She's been 10 minutes out into the wasteland. She hasn't found anything. And you know what? I'm going to bring her back because she's not. The reason I want to bring her back now is because I want her back at the vault before this episode ends. And you know what we might do is send out Sarah. Now, Billy and Sarah should both have come with weaponry and an outfit. And usually what I like to do is keep them in the stuff that they come with, because it's kind of personal to them. So even though it's not min-maxing their capability, it's personalizing them as a character. And notice she was 11 minutes out and it only takes 5 minutes to return. That is the same with any quest you send them on. The return time is half of the time that they spent out there. Are we going to bring her back right now? No. It costs 1 Nuka-Cola bottle for every 2 hours. So to spend it on 4 minutes would be extremely wasteful. Hey, somebody else came in behind Billy. Let's first get our resources because we want to clear those. We want to clear those, what do you call it, objectives. And who are you? Huh, interesting. Would you say that that's Natalie or Nathalie? Nathalie Lane. Who do we know female with a very short haircut? Can't think of one right now. How many Natalies do we know? Once again, not many. So, yeah, I had a boring life. Don't know many people. But anyway, no. Okay, here's another level up. So we're going to level her up. And I'm still waiting for... Now, Sarah, what do you got? Gosh darn it, I wish that I could move these windows, but they don't move. Sarah. Sarah Lyons. Went to school with the Kim Lyons. But anyway, yeah, and see her, you guys can't see this. Doggone it. Okay, well, she's got a plasma rifle, I think that's what this thing is. No, it's a Wazer rifle. So this is actually an upgraded one, but notice the damage that this thing does. That is actually an awesome early and even mid-game weapon. Eventually, you're going to hear me start talking about standard issue weaponry. And the enhanced sawed-off shotgun is one of those standard early issue weapons. What I like to do is give the rifles to the men, and I like to give the pistols to the women. And there's a pistol form of this that does 7 damage. Plasma pistol, laser pistol. It's one of those two. And that's usually my standard issue for the ladies. Now, you, I'm sending out. So I'm going to close you up. Oh, here we go. Yep, there's our 50 water. So first thing we're going to do is, oh my God, it's another lunch pail. Equip a dweller with an outfit. This should be easy if it lets me do it. There's a cheat to this. And what you do is you take her outfit like this, and you give her a vault suit. Boom. And then you put her outfit on another character. Wow. Wow. This is a legendary piece of gear. Whenever you get +7 or +8, it is legendary status. If you have a +5, it's considered rare. And if it's a +3 in any combination, it's a common. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give her the power that fulfilled the quest. We're going to go ahead and collect it, because this is going to open up a new objective. Okay, the blue is common. No, it's not. Blue is rare. I think green is common. Another Rataway. More caps. Another pistol, but this one's a little bit better. And 500 caps. Now, eventually, we're going to reach a point in this game where caps are going to be garbage. But the... okay, this is going to be easy. But the whole idea behind the caps is that caps allow you to expand, to build. Okay. Another super dweller would be awesome right now. Okay, there's a +4. So this is actually a rare outfit. Okay, a stim pack. This is what improves your health. If you need healing in the game, stim packs will heal your health points. If you get radiated in the game, the Rataway is what you use. Okay, this is a rare item. Caps. Come on, Super Dweller. Ah, nuts. Okay, you know what? I should really be happy with the 2 that we got. So she's going to take off that outfit now. She's going back to a vault suit. And I'm going to give Sarah back her power armor. And Sarah is now going to go into the wasteland. And I'm going to give her... You know what? I'm going to hold off until the end of the episode. Because as we collect more objectives, we might be getting some more stim packs. Or should I send her out now? Because what I'm going to do after I record this is I'm going to do 2 one-hour recordings of Baldur's Gate, the enhanced edition, which is Baldur's Gate 1. And then I'm going to come back to this game again and then do another however long it's going to let me go before we hit a stalemate point in the game. So, I think what we're going to do at this point is, why don't we rush some rooms? This thing takes, first of all, which rooms do we need to get? 100 water, 50 food. Okay, so let's go to the water. And, ooh, first thing I'm going to do is probably give them some weapons, just in case they come across some uglies. Now, the way I like to distribute my weapons is rank has its privilege, RHIP. So I will give the best weapons to the highest level people. So she's a level 2, which is about a 8 over here. So she's like 2.8. She is a level 2. What do you want to call that? 3, 4? So she's a higher level. So she's going to get the better weapon, which is this one. And because this is the room we're going to rush, I'm going to give both of them a weapon in case something comes into there. Now, didn't we have something that said sell a weapon? Yes, the top. Let's clear this, equip it. Oh my God, and that's just what we did. You know what? We'll equip it before we sell it. So we're going to knock both of these out right now. Because remember, we still had the crappy pistol. So he is going to get this pistol. There's our equip. Let's go ahead and open that up. Collect 100 power. We can do that. And, okay, now we're going to rush this room. And we can actually rush this room. Okay, there's a fail, but remember we gave them weapons. Okay, they're putting out fires. Obviously, the weapons don't work on fire. But because we failed it, we can always go back in, rush it again. But notice our percentage is getting a little bit worse. We're still under 50. Oh my God, 2 in a row. And put it out. If I'm not mistaken, we do get caps for this. Let's see. Oh, we get experience. Okay. Should we do it one more time? Usually once you get on a failure roll, it keeps going. 53. Odds are against us now. But what the heck. Awesome! And that's as far as I'm going to take them. So we got one out of it. Now you guys over here, you know what? I'm going to take your weapon away from you. And we're going to come over here. Objectives. We're going to sell that weapon. Uh-oh. Here's how you sell stuff in this game. You come over here and you go to your junk, which is these storage boxes. Uh-oh. We'll take that. And open up your storage box. These are your weapons. These are your outfits. This is your junk. And then if you have any pets, they'll show up here. So because this is a trash weapon, we're going to click on it and we're going to sell it. You've got two options. You can either sell it or scrap it. Now the objective told us to sell. If we do this, we don't get anything for it. So sell it. Okay, we're getting 10 caps. Boom. And now come back down here. Go ahead. We did this. Collect 100. Okay, we're still collecting food, power, and water, which we can do. Now, if we wanted to speed this up, we could expand these rooms. Room expansions bring in more resources. So, I think at this point it might be to our best interest to do so. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down to the hammer, which is the build key. And the first thing I'm going to do is do the power generator. And we're going to go ahead and build. And these are all the places that we can place another power generator. But what I'm going to do is by putting it here, we're going to merge these two rooms. Just like that. Now we can actually put 2 more people into this room. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same with the water. And we're going to build that off to the side here. And I don't think I'm going to do the diner right now, because as long as we got enough food for everybody, we're okay. Because I want to save this expansion for when we get prompted to add on to a room. We're also going to get prompted to add on to, oh my gosh, we need to speed this up. See, now these are collecting 21. This collects 18. The single one only collects 8. Oh, nuts. Do we do it? I think we should. Because we, like I said, we got to speed this up. There we go. The living quarters up here, I'm not going to expand this because this is not going to remain the living quarters. I'm actually going to relocate the living quarters under the diner. And then basically that hub, power, water, diner, living, is the set 4. When we start getting into our specialized rooms, that's when we're going to start filling out this margin over here. But now that we've got expanded rooms, let's go ahead and bring in more people. So this was Laura, I think. Laura was a flatliner. So it really doesn't matter where she goes. Let's leave her out for now. Well, let's leave her out there for now. So I'm going to run through all of these people again to see what their stats are. You know what? Billy, I want to bring Billy Tanner in. The vault is full, build more living quarters. Okay, so this is where we're going to start down here. Oh, first thing we got to do is build an elevator to take us to this level. Boom. Now, some people will start to take their elevator out to the edge over here, because if you can actually block in your vault with elevators on both of the walls, apparently that keeps out critters. But I'm not really too concerned with that, because critters actually increase your experience and your caps. Now, I was going to say something here. For every room we're adding, we're actually drawing more resources. So you can see here that although we've got a large area that we can produce, it's going to go down real quick, especially the power, because we're almost going to lose power here. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is look for some S people. And I'm looking for anybody. Okay, you got S3. Welcome to the jungle. Going to drop him in right there. And you know what? Billy Tanner, for now. Oh my God, you're maxed out. He's got a 9S. I'm going to take him over here too. So now they're going to create resources much quicker. The higher numbers you get into these vaults, the faster they produce resources. Okay, so power is now full. How much time do we have? 13 seconds? Yeah, and then we're going to get 21 to move this bar. If we wanted to create a buffer for ourselves after we move the bar, we can actually rush the room. So let's go ahead and do that. So now our bar is almost half. And you notice that the percentage was also lower. And I'm happy with this. This gives us a nice little buffer area right here. So I think we've got a good team over here. Now, the next thing I'm looking for are P people, perception, to go into water. So Charlotte, no, we're going to have fun with Charlotte. Okay, she's got a P of 2. This dude here, was this Zach? Zachary's got a P of 1, so he's not going in there. Frank has a P of, oh my God, that looks like Norm Reeve. Is it not Norm Reeves? Norman Reeves? Is that his name? The dude, Daryl from from Walking Dead. Oh my God, I think we're going to do Darell. Is that it? It is now, for now. It's Daryl. Okay. From Walking Dead. He's got a P of 2. You know what? Let's put the guys to work. You come with me. Get in there. Boom. And who are you, short-haired lady? You've got a P of 1, so you're not going there. And we've got Laura we have to bring her in first. And awesome. That is very sweet. My wife, who is at work, has just sent me a soup. I'm going to bring her in so we can look at her stats again. And we need one more person in here. Now, you know what? You might be that person. Nope, you're a P of 1. So you're definitely not going in water. But you have an A of 2. You're going to the mess decks. And I can use 2 more people on... 1 more person on the mess decks, 1 more person in water. So you have a P of 2 and an A of 2. So Charlotte can go in either of those 2. Oh, Payne. Chris Payne. Another schoolmate of mine. Zach. Zach has, wow. He's got a 1 for P and a 1 for A. He's not going in either of those rooms. And she's got an A2 and a P1, so it's only logical to put her in the mess decks where her A2 will kick in. And, okay, we just unlocked another room. A room unlock means that we have reached a certain dweller level. Okay, we got a storage room. Good. Not that we're going to use it right away, but it's nice that we have it. In order to get a med bay, we need to have 14 dwellers. Now, the game has not yet prompted us to get anybody pregnant. Or is there a nicer way to say that? To have children. But when it does, those children will also start counting towards our population. As a matter of fact, 12 plus 2. Once we let these 2 people in, we're going to have a med bay where we can make stim packs. And that's where the extra people go. Stim packs, this room here, med bay and science, require intelligence. And that's where the extra people are going to go. So, Zach, you were good for nothing. What's your I? I is 2. So he's actually going to go into the med bay when we build it. Uh-oh, and here we go. This is the only time the game is going to prompt you to purchase something. Now, Fallout Shelter is a free-to-play game that is found on Steam, or you can probably go to the Bethesda website, and it's a free download. So everything we're doing now is free of cost. If you want to purchase the starter pack, it does come with a lot of stuff here to help you along. But number one, I never do outside purchases for stuff for free to plays. I just enjoy it for what it is. And number two, I will never prompt anybody to purchase something. So we're just going to go ahead and dismiss this. Boom. But it does have a shop where you can buy stuff if you are that kind of player. It's kind of also known as pay to win. But you're not really winning in this game because you're not playing against an opponent. It's your vault. You build it at your leisure and just have fun with it. Now, I need to bring him in to get that to 14. So let's bring him in like this. The other room has unlocked. We'll go here. We'll unlock the med bay. And remember what I said, all the specialty rooms are going to go in the left margin. This is our first specialty room. So the med bay is actually going to go under the water. It's going to go underwater. And once they build that, or the lights come on, I'm going to take this dude here who's got the eye of 2. And look at that. We actually found a place for him. Uh-oh, we have objectives. Perfect. Okay. Collect 100 power. We did that. Raise the happiness of a dweller. This is where making... Uh-oh. This is where making babies come in handy. So, let's go ahead and... Let's make our first baby. And you know, the 2 people I'm going to use to make the baby are actually the 2 super dwellers, because there's always that possibility that the higher the stats of the parents, the higher the stats of the baby. So let me go ahead and move both of these people into living quarters. Like that. They're going to do their baby making thing. And once they make their kid or their rugrat, see, so now he's going to start complimenting her, and she's going to, oh, gee whiz. He's going to say, yeah, man, I really like your outfit. It compliments you well. And she's all, gee, I'm a walking pile of metal. And he's all, yeah, man, I know that, but you still look kind of hot in that outfit. And she's like, oh, my God, thank you. And he's all, yeah, no problem. And you know, once these 2 start getting interested in each other, then they're going to start dancing. Gosh darn it, I really don't want to take that. Not right now. And so, how much? Okay, there's a voicemail. Good. I got a voicemail. I'm going to answer that as soon as we finish in 6 minutes. So, anyway, they're going to do their... Okay, now they're dancing. This is a good sign. That means they're moving to second base. And then the next thing that's going to happen is she's going to plant a metal kiss on him, which is kind of third base. And after that, they're going to go in the back and find a bottle of champagne and some chocolates. And that's the home run. So this is how baby making works in this game. Now, they can dance anywhere from seconds to minutes. It's just a matter of how long they are going to keep going. In the meantime, I'm going to zoom out for a second just so I could see the other rooms and collect some resources. Here they go. And see, there's the kiss that she plants on them. Now they're going to go in the back. They're going to find the champagne and chocolate. And champagne and chocolate always makes people happy. We raised their happiness. We completed that. That shows they must like the chocolate. Maybe it's some good champagne. And then they're going to come out with these big old smiles on their faces. And oh my God, Sarah is looking a little bit round. Go figure. So it's going to take about 3 hours before, 3 game hours before the baby actually comes out. I don't know if that actually sounded good either. But let's go ahead and collect that objective. Boom. Oh, we got 2 of them. So this one here is going to give us sell 2 weapons or outfits. There's not really anything I want to sell right now. And collect water. Deliver a baby. Perfect timing. So in the next episode, we're actually going to deliver the baby and we'll clear that objective. Now, how many minutes we got? 4 minutes. We might be able to collect this food in 4 minutes, and I'm going to look to see what kind of weapons or outfits we have. So, they've done their job. He's going back up to here. And actually, you know what we didn't do? Is see what kind of outfit and weapon he has. And she, even though she is a super dweller, we cannot send her out pregnant. So I'm going to drop her over here where her I-5, watch how this works. Him by himself is going to take 13 minutes and 26 seconds to make 1 stim pack. By moving her in there with the I-5, it now is going to take, let's see if that number goes down, because I think it's still been counting down. Now it's taking 3 minutes and 42 seconds. Much quicker. And we got a fire, which is not a bad thing, but it's all good. Got us a little experience. Okay, and we got this over here. So now we've reached that point where we're kind of at the slow build, which is why I'm going to let this game run for, how many hours was it? It'll be 2 hours. Not much is going to change in 2 hours because we don't have anybody to send out into the wasteland. Everybody right now is being utilized. So with what we have maximized our potential. The only problem is if we can't keep up with the food, we might have to move one of our super dwellers into a food position, which means that the making of our stim packs is going to be slower. But when you're talking a 2 hour gap, 13 minutes is nothing. As a matter of fact, we may do that right now. So who on the mess decks has a high I? So we got Natalie over here with an I of 2. We've got, is this Laura? Laura, man, why do you look like Ivanka? But we're not going to use that name. You've got the I of 2. You've got a I of 2. And you've got an I of 1. So definitely not you. So one of those 3. And I'm thinking probably, let's take Laura. Because she spent some time out in the wasteland. So I'm going to move her down here. I'm going to take Laura and move her over here. And then I'm going to take Sarah and move her up here, which is going to add 5 to the mess decks. And that should increase our food a bit also. There we go. So right now we are probably as maximized in this game as we could be. Yeah, like that. There's no There's our stopper. There's no objectives that we can really knock. Well, we can knock this one out, collect the food. And we were going to look at the weapons that we can sell. What does he come with? Oh, he doesn't have a weapon. Hello. Do you still have your weapon? No. So, was it food or power that we needed? Food. Let's rush that room. Since this room just produced, we're going to go ahead and rush it. Boom. That's going to knock out another objective. And now it wants us to successfully extinguish a fire. Since we need food, I'm just going to keep rushing this room until we spark a fire. There's a pun for you. Nope. Keep going. Actually, we should go to water. Okay, let's go to water. We're going to start rushing this thing until we can spark a fire. Nope. Come on, give us a fire. Come on, one more time. There we go. Give us a fire. Perfect. Successfully extinguish one fire. Let's go collect this objective. And collect 3 weapons. That needs to be done at the wasteland, which we'll probably do in the next episode when we get more dwellers coming in. So for now, I think we've basically taken this game as far as we can take it in this 1 hour. There's really no need to take their weapons. You know what? Why not? Let's collect all the weapons and pool them. And I'm pretty sure those are the only 2 that had weapons. We can go here. We can go into storage. There's our 2 weapons. I don't want to sell this one. So I'm going to wait for another garbage weapon to come in and sell that. And this actually is a good outfit. As a matter of fact, oh, E. What E does is it increases your hit points. It gives you more health points. If you're going to level somebody up, you want to put the E outfit on that person, because when they level, they're going to get more health. So we need to remember that when we level people up. Now, the only problem is if they get the level sign above them, it's too late, because that means that they've already registered as a level up. And as soon as you click on them to put the outfit on, it's going to cycle the level. So what you do here is you come into your stats and you go to level, and then you just kind of look. Actually, it doesn't even matter here, really. What I'm going to do here is look at who is the closest to leveling up. And like Mark or Joan is ready to level. So we can actually give her the suit. But you know what? I think I'm going to give it to Mark. No, I'm not. I'm going to give it to Billy. Because even though he's already a level 6, I want him to have the most hit points possible. So let's give it to him. Nope, he's got his own outfit already. Can't do it. Let's give it to you. No, I don't want you to have a weapon. I want to give you the outfit. There we go. There's that. And you know what? I think we're going to call this the episode. So, if you liked it, give me a like. If you didn't like it, give me a sympathy like. If you learned something, give me 5 likes. And go out and tell everybody. If you're watching me on Twitch, please hit the follow button. If you're watching me on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. If you do either of those things, please tell 10 of your family, friends, and pets about my channel. If you don't know 10 family, friends, and pets, go out and tell 5 of them twice. If you don't know 5 family, friends, and pets, go out, buy yourself a hamster. If you get the reference, leave a comment below. If you don't get the reference, leave a comment below. And watch the next video I'm going to record in about 15-20 minutes. With that said, I am Grumpy Gnome. I'm out of here in 5, 4, 3. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Do I want to close this? I think so.